Writing is something we often take for granted. Yet this ability to capture our thoughts and ideas in a lasting form is a relatively recent development in human history. For millennia, our ancestors lived in a world without written words. Communication was limited to the spoken word, gestures, and simple symbols. The invention of writing, around 3200 BC, marked a profound turning point in our journey as a species. Writing was not born from a desire to jot down poetry or stories. It arose from a much more practical need. Early societies needed a way to keep track of transactions, record their growing stores of grain, and manage increasingly complex social structures. Imagine the challenges faced by early farmers and merchants. How could they remember who owed what? How could they track the flow of goods and services? The answer lay in developing a system of symbols that could represent quantities and objects. This need to manage resources and information led to the birth of writing. The earliest forms of writing were primarily used for accounting and administration. They were tools that helped burgeoning civilizations to organize themselves, allocate resources, and grow in size and complexity. In the fertile lands between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, a civilization known as the Sumerians developed a remarkable writing system known as cuneiform. Around 3200 BC, these innovative people began pressing wedge-shaped marks into clay tablets. This ingenious method, using readily available materials, gave rise to one of history's most enduring writing systems. Cuneiform, meaning wedge-shaped in Latin, was not a simple script. It was a complex system with hundreds of characters, each representing a syllable or a whole word. Mastering cuneiform required years of dedicated study. Scribes, the keepers of this written knowledge, held a high status in Sumerian society. The uses of cuneiform extended far beyond basic record-keeping. Sumerian scribes used this versatile script to record their myths, legends, and even scientific observations. Cuneiform tablets became the repositories of Sumerian wisdom, preserving their culture and knowledge for millennia to come. Through cuneiform, the Sumerians left behind a treasure trove of information about their lives, beliefs, and innovations. Their meticulous records provide us with invaluable insights into the workings of one of the world's first great civilizations. While the Sumerians were developing cuneiform, another great civilization on the banks of the Nile River was creating its own unique writing system. Egyptian hieroglyphs, with their elegant pictorial symbols, emerged around 3000 BC, captivating the imagination for centuries to come. Unlike cuneiform, which relied on abstract wedge-shaped marks, Egyptian hieroglyphs used pictures to represent words, sounds, and even ideas. These beautifully crafted symbols, often depicting animals, humans, and everyday objects, were more than just a writing system. They were an art form, adorning the walls of temples, tombs, and obelisks. Hieroglyphs played a central role in Egyptian religion and belief system. They were used to record sacred texts, rituals, and prayers. The Egyptians believed that preserving their words in writing, especially hieroglyphs, ensured their continuity in the afterlife. The deciphering of hieroglyphs in the 19th century, thanks to the discovery of the Rosetta Stone, unlocked a vast library of ancient Egyptian knowledge. Through hieroglyphs, we gained access to their myths, their history, and their unique worldview, enriching our understanding of this ancient civilization. The Indus Valley civilization, flourishing in present-day India and Pakistan around 2600 BC, developed a writing system that remains a tantalizing mystery to this day. The Indus script, characterized by its enigmatic symbols found on seals and pottery, has yet to be fully deciphered. Scholars have put forward numerous theories about the nature and purpose of the Indus script. Some believe it represents a language related to Dravidian languages spoken in South India today. Others speculate that it might be a non-linguistic system of symbols used for trade or religious purposes. Meanwhile, in ancient China, writing emerged around 1200 BC during the Shang dynasty. Early Chinese writing used symbols etched onto oracle bones, often the shoulder blades of oxen or turtle shells. These bones were used for divination, with heat applied to create cracks that were then interpreted by priests. The symbols on oracle bones provide glimpses into the early stages of Chinese writing, revealing a system that would evolve over centuries into the complex logographic script used today. The enduring legacy of these early forms of writing underscores the power of symbols to bridge the gap between the past and the present.